Yeah, EVO was a lot of fun. I enjoyed commentary a lot. It was a good time. I enjoyed the Asia finals a lot. I thought it was mad good. I enjoyed the reveal trailer. I think the character looks cool. I gotta be honest. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I was not gonna wear a button up actually because I feel like literally no one else did. We got an EVO email about like what we can wear. Right? That's how it usually goes. And it said like nice clothes, like a button up or a polo or like something dressy. Before EVO, I'm like looking through and I'm like, no one is wearing a button up. And I was like, what should I wear? I was like, well, I'll just wear it. Fuck it. It's what I usually wear. If you look at the EVO finals in person, Steve and I, it's always the same shit. I always wear a button up and he always wears a t-shirt. A lot of people brought up the Steve thing and they said I threw Steve under the bus about the ad thing, right?
Just way too prepared. Way too prepared.
And you're prepared to talk about Visible, one of EVO's best sponsors here, Steve. Look at his eyes. You break them down like I broke them down earlier.
Yes.
They're obviously one of the best sponsors here at EVO this year. I like the many people who help make the fighting game. He's like, look at it. He's trying to find it. He's like, look at the squint.
I would right now, but the copy, there's...
It's because you're not taking it... He did this to himself. Do you know what happened in that chat? So, when EVO comes around, we get like an ad. And I'm not kidding. We got added probably 7 times in our EVO commentator chat. It's like, hey, all commentators, here is the list of all the call to action, CTAs, for EVO. Here's a list of all of them. Here's all the copy. If you have any questions, please ask us. There's one long one, right? Visible has a giant paragraph and everything else has like a sentence or two. And I was like, what's up with this long one? They're like, oh yeah, you have to deliver that one exactly as it's put down. Everything else, you know, not as strict. That paragraph has to be read. So I like look over it all, right? We go through all the stuff, no problem. I've got the call to action sheet in front of me. You know, I've been using it to say all the promo codes, exclamation point MHA, exclamation point Astra, whatever. And then in my ear, we just hear like, hey, the Visible ad's up soon. And like Steve is mid-sentence, so he just keeps talking and goes, and Sajam's gonna tell us all about Visible. And I'm just like, bro, this guy it's the only ad the entire time where he just threw it on me. And I was like, sure, Steve, I'd love to tell you all about Visible. And I read the entire paragraph. So then I'm sitting there like, ugh. And Steve goes to the bathroom. And Spencer gets in my ear and goes, there's another Visible ad this block. So if you want to hit Steve with it, it's going to happen. You can make sure that he gets it this time. So like we're doing the commentary, everything's fine. And then Spencer and I just goes, Visible CTA. And I just go, and all about Visible, which Tasty Steve is going to let us know about, right, Steve? And you can see the panic in his face when I said it. You just see this. And he's like trying to grab his mouse and like you see him clicking and he's like going through stuff and like he's like looking for the sheet and he's just like, I would love to tell you about Visible, but I don't have the copy. He can't find. I'm like, how do you not have it open? I don't understand. And then like 10 seconds later, I just read it, right? We go to break and Steve says, I never got it. You guys never sent it to me. It was emailed to us. It's pinned in our Discord. It's right there. You could see it. Not only that, they added us 7 or 8 times in the Discord. I was like, Steve, did you look at Discord? It's right there. He's like, look at the what now? You should see the number of red bubbles Steve has in his Discord. To give you reference, chat room, Steve, 2 years ago, we were like, hey, Steve, how many unread emails do you have? Because years before this, right, like in 2017 or 2018 or something, he had like 30,000 unread emails. He's famous for just never replying to anybody ever. In fact, I get messages of people saying, hey, we really want to hire Steve for this event. Not you, you're trash. We want to hire Steve and we're trying to pay him money. Can you contact Steve to let him know that we're trying to hire him? Steve in 2019 had 90,000 unread emails. That's his primary email account. I can only imagine how many Discord ads he has. So when you see Tasty Steve working, chat room, just imagine the Herculean effort it takes to get him somewhere to work. You gotta ring the fucking Horn of Gondor or some shit just to try to get his attention. The best part is in the background, because they're like doing the production there. In the background, I hear people yelling, what the fuck do you mean you don't have it? Why didn't you ask us? We're 5 feet away from you. And Steve's just like, what? So people were like, oh, you threw Steve under the bus. I actually did not. He threw me under the bus. And then I did it fine. And then I asked him to do his half of the ad read, and he couldn't do it. He threw himself under the bus. Steve is, he's just not the best at doing these kinds of ad reads. Are you guys familiar with the 7 million downloads? Do you guys know that story? Oh my God. So we were at Anime Expo in like 2017 or 2018, right? We had a bunch of different jobs there. Like Steve and I were commentating like a One Piece fighting game or some random thing. There was like tech in there. And there was a bunch of Bandai Namco stuff and Dragon Ball stuff. And it was before Dragon Ball FighterZ. So it was like 2017, I think. And there was a Dragon Ball mobile game that was apparently doing really well. And they wanted Tasty Steve to promote it. There was a massive crowd. They're like, Tasty Steve, people love you. We want you to go up on stage and promote this Dragon Ball game. And Steve's like, psh, no problem. And they're like, okay, we have copy that we want you to say. Tasty Steve's supposed to go up on stage and be like, what's up, everybody? You guys can pick up this new Dragon Ball Dokkan or whatever the name of the game is. You know, it's got over 7 million downloads worldwide. You guys can pick it up for free now using this. And check out all your favorite Dragon Ball characters in one place. You know, it's like it's not a very complicated read, right? That's all you have to say. So Rip and Steve are like getting ready to do this, and like Rip's gonna lead in, and then Steve's gonna do the thing. The Bandai Namco guys are like, Steve, this is the thing you can't mess up, right? Like, this is the most important ad read. This mobile game is everything. So Steve goes up there, and Steve's like, what's up, guys? Like, you know, I hope you guys have all been enjoying this. Make some noise. Like, people are all hyped. And then Rip's like, so Steve, what's up with this mobile game or whatever? And then Steve goes, well, the thing about it is 7 million downloads worldwide. And like, that's what he said. And then he's like, yeah, you can get it now. And then he like gets off the stage and everybody's like, oh my God. What the fuck just happened? What do you mean 7 million downloads worldwide? And Steve's just like, dude, I don't know what happened. There was so much pressure because they were like, Steve, B&E fucking loves you. But if you fuck this up, it's over. Like they were like, all the executives are here to watch this one thing. And then Steve goes up there and goes, the thing about it is 7 million downloads worldwide. And I was like, oh God. And the best part is, Bandai Namco is like, we love him. He's the best. Listen. I get messages all the time. Hey, we want to offer Steve $10 million to do this event, but we can't find him. You got his info? And I'm like, yeah, I'll get it for you. Usually they want to hire both of us. Usually they're like, hey, we want to hire both of you, but we have no clue where Steve is. Is he dead? And I'm like, well, he's in like an existential state of constantly being unable to be reached. He's like basically in the Phantom Zone, you know. Contacting him is both dangerous and difficult.